I actually had a couple of videos that I wanted to keep up, but I purposely didn't do it. So you have like the Peppa Pig or the Peppa Pig kite video. That one was up there for a while. That one actually pulled a lot of views. That one pulled over 300 views, and that was like when I was first starting out. But the problem is that was also around the same time that my dad had the rule where it was like, oh, but that was like when my dad had that rule where he's like, oh, your brother can't be in your videos. And I mean, slowly but surely, more recently, he's kind of had some more leeway with it, but still, I can't really have him in anything. Updated mods, Alchemist NPC. I do like actual intros or videos where I set like goals. Like I said the other day, I was like, oh, if I get 10 likes on this video, I'll jump into a pool with all my clothes on. And for some reason that video popped off and I got 40 views.
That's your definition.
So I'm like, for this, well, yeah, it's sad, but still, I'm like, when you have others that are only doing like 20 to 30 and you get one that's like 43, I think it's like 46 actually. But that's good. That's solid ground. That means that for whatever reason, it's doing better. I'm not going to swear. I'm going to be a YouTube good boy, and everyone's going to love me.
Oh, wait, I'm a fish, man. I can just swim.
I haven't played this in a while, so I don't really remember what it was I was doing. Oh, I remember now. So, okay, so I fought Gollum in the Joblin Temple? No, the
Gollum in the Joblin Temple.
The Goblin in the Joblin. I fought the Goblin in the Joblin. So let's see, we got that. I fought the Goblin and the Joblin. I got the Pixaw. I made the Ark of the Ancients. I have a Terrorblade for some reason. The Hellkite, the Poundage Hammer, the Carnage, the Portable Plantera Bulb. I farmed out and I got the Aegis Blade, which this thing's actually pretty good. I like this thing. Just lost it. Where did it go? Oh. The only problem is this thing deserves to be so much more powerful than what it is, because only 124 true melee damage. But you get the right click and you can fire the bolts, so I mean, that's something, I guess. You get the Terrorblade, that's a Terrorblade. Carnage, which is like a Deathsicle kind of thing, true melee. The Hellkite is actually pretty good, it's kind of slow, but I think when you hit things, it explodes. Summons Flame Geyser explosions on enemy hits. I found out, by the way, that the Abyss, like that pressure thing, is real, because I was in the, God, what is it? That one biome that the Underworld has. The Christ, what was it called? The one with the Brimstone Elemental. I think it's just the Brimstone biome.
Brimstone Crag.
Brimstone Crag, yeah. So I went and I started mining up from the bottom of the crag, and I guess I hit where the Abyss is on the right-hand side of the world, because instantly my health just dropped. Much like this Titan submersible, people. Yay, funny joke.
I'm telling you that the submarine tragedy it was like a test from God just to see how mature we would handle it.
We all failed.
We all failed horribly.
The reason why I find it hilarious is because they knew what was wrong.
I'm sorry, it was just it was built so poorly.
Have you ever taken a look at the submersible that James Cameron used when he went down?
Yeah, but like the motherfuckers didn't even want like professional like people who have had experiences building it. Didn't even want them like working on it.
He said no old white guys because it stifles innovation. And this is why you get not just old white people, but just you get old people in general because they know what they're doing.
Unless it's running the country.
Unless it's running the country you want as young as you can get.
Did I show you guys that clip where Joe Biden's sitting there and he was reading the quote from back in, I think it was like the 1960s.
Branded.
He actually said end of quote when he finished reading the quote.
Dark Brandon over there. I need a ship. How to ship. I know, I'll go find a ship right.
So, I went to go try and start fighting Astrum Aureus the other day, right? And this is the guy I've had beef with for like the longest time, right? Well, I never got to summoning him because in my sleep deprivation, I accidentally summoned Astrum Deus.
Whoopsie daisy!
I used the Titan Heart at the Astral Beacon when you're supposed to make this thing called the Astral Chunk. And Aureus is actually 2 bosses before Deus. Because you're supposed to fight, I think it's Golem, Plantera, Ravager, I haven't even fought Plaguebringer but Goliath yet, but then you're supposed to fight Plantera, Plaguebringer, and whatever else, and then you fight, or is it Ravager? I don't know, point is, you fight him like way after everything else. Astral Stone, Astral Dirt. But yeah, I found out that, like, for whatever reason, when I start off a video and I'll say something like, oh, hey guys, if you like this video, I'll eat a bowl of Rusty Crustios. You know, if we get 10 likes on this Terraria Calamity mod video, totally not inserting for algorithmic reasons. Mario, please!
Mario, please, like in my video games, please. I need the map packs and the other things, Mario, please.
And, like, so she's sitting there. I was talking to the woman at like so we had the interview. They go and they send us back out to like the main kind of like waiting area or whatever, and then they have us go back to talk to this woman named Maylene. And so we're sitting there, we're talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, do you have any questions?" And I'm sitting there like I'm half listening to her, but I'm sitting there staring at my phone, and I'm trying to calculate like different shifts and like the different times and like just how much money I might be getting. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, so if I work 30 hours a week and I get paid $12 an hour and figure I'm getting paid every single week, 4 weeks a month, I would be making about, you know, X amount of money. And she's like, do you have any questions? I'm like, none that you can answer because you're not a calculator.
Yeah, what is the $2 piece?
That's enough for me. And I'm glad that they were open about pay, at least. I did have one woman, she was crotchety as hell, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, what exactly would the pay for this be? She's like, how about you just get the job first and then stop worrying about your pay? I'm like, damn, who pissed in your Cheerios?
Me! I was the one who pissed her Cheerios.
But she was just so nasty. She's like, well, how about you worry about that first, or worry about the other thing first? That was after I had the interview where the guy basically all but told me that, well, even on the spot, he's like, dude, he's like, you know, you've got great drive. He's like, you've got exactly what we're looking for. He's like, I say we hire him. And, you know, thing one and thing two are like, yeah, let's go, let's do that.
Yay! Yay!
Hey, fat boy, wanna fight?
Hey, fat boy, wanna fight? I'm scared.
Oh, and I learned my lesson gravely. Big platform is required.
Oh, I've been telling you.
Non-optional. It's actually kind of annoying because I keep telling myself, no, I don't need it, and then I think back to you and Johnny, big platform.
I don't need it. I don't need it. Definitely don't need it.
Because I don't want giant platforms running through the entirety of the world, and then I realized that's
giant
exactly
platforms,
what I need. The more I say I don't want it, the more I need it.
In one of the new Pokemon games, they actually named a character Careless.
Hey, fat boy!
That's about as much as the fan base actually cared about the game. They could care less.
Oh my god, Arani.
There is one thing that I learned though, and that's that the Samsung battery is basically indestructible. I'm sitting here on my data streaming at 4K, or like I'm streaming Paramount Plus, and my battery in like 4 hours went down like 15%. Like beefy. Beefy! Beefy. I wanted to watch SML, but I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, you know, I'm a prospective hire, you know, maybe they might find something wrong with one of their potential employees sitting here watching an autistic puppet screaming and slapping his own dick.
Hey, what are you doing? My name's Jeffy, and I'm going to show you how to poop on the track. So what you gotta do is take a pants off and go...
I'm like, I feel like they might have had just a small problem with that. A lot of questions might have been asked, or maybe a few questions might have been asked. I really have no way of knowing. So, by my calculations, this would be either part 18 or part 19's Calamity excursion. Why is it making that noise?
I hear that too.
What does it sound like to you? What the hell?
It's like wind, but like spicy.
Yeah, like staticky wind, right?
Yeah, it's like McDonald's Sprite. Like...
Andrew?
Andrew, are you drinking Sprite?
Fault.
Joe woke up and the first thing he spoke was TV static. So I'm now constructing a I almost said formally, fairly large platform, not a formally large
Formally
platform.
large platform.
Look, I'm tired, okay? I've been up since like 7 in the morning.
Well, I mean, I only went to sleep for a few hours.
Hey guys, welcome to Terraria Calamity mode. Today I built a platform out of erectile dysfunction. I mean wooden platforms.
Hey, fat boy, on a fight.
How do I okay, so which do you think I should do first? The Abomination, the Ravager, or... Huh.
Do the Ravager.
Okay, because Ravager I can just fight anywhere, right?
Yeah. Did you know that if you put food in an ice cube tray, you can make the food the shape of the ice cube tray? Wait, there's more. You can put food up in the ice cube tray to make the food shape of the ice cube tray. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Part of the
But
reason
did you
why I
know-
wanted to make the platform spanning across the entire world... That sounds back. Hey fat boy, wanna fight? So I think what I'm gonna do over the next few days, and it pains me to say this, but I'm gonna learn how to ride a bike.
Bro, really?
I've mentioned this before, this is nothing new.
Yeah, but like, it pains you to say this. It was very painful to say.
Yes, it was painful. I'm literally dying of a pulmonary embolism right now from the fact that I just uttered to my friends that I, a damn near fully grown adult, just said that I don't know how to ride a bicycle. There's a certain amount of pride that was just lost in that sentence. What the hell is that? Plague Cell canister. Alright, I'm gonna buff up since I have like every buff under the known sun. Abomination, oh god. The Plaguebringer Goliath! He's awake! Okay, he's doing big boy okay, I might have needed to make big platform. If I die and it's because I don't have a platform, and then I do make a platform and win, that's just gonna...
I'm telling you, it's calamities. You need big platforms.
He's actually doing a lot of damage, but I guarantee you as soon as I get a platform. I really like the Aegis Blade, it needs a higher base damage. I do have this one thing though, where every time I hit him, it goes and it gives me health. Really just any boss. Ow. Is his health coming back up? Please don't tell me his health goes back up. These crits are terrible, that's why. He's got 142,000 health. I think I'm gonna be here a while.
Now here's what you do, alright? Up, down, left, right, B8, start. Now you have
Like
infinite
up,
life.
up, down, down. Oh god, I actually started doing up, down, left, right, left. Ow. Problem is he keeps infecting me with the plague and my health is dropping rapidly. This fight is taking a while.
Ah, nah. The Texas governor got rid of the water breaks for the construction workers in the heat wave.
No, it's Texas, bro. They need water.
Yeah, they're gonna die. Soon. Like,
And even if
imagine
it's to make the building speed, or like the construction of buildings faster, it's only going to be a marginal increase.
Gregory Abbott doomed so many construction workers.
Ow.
Because I mean, It's hot as hell here in Texas.
That show it was on Peacock, I think. But I recognize that clip. That's from season 3, I think.
We're only an asshole white man. Look, once I say peacock, know what that's. But the moment I see pook.
I think in the original one where she's like, "Are you being intentionally dense?" and he goes, "Huh." No, Jeffy.
I think I put the bear dead.
Oh my god, I just killed Plaguebringer.
I think more bear dead.
I killed the Plaguebringer. Bye, Samuel.
Adidas.
Adidas.
Adidas Trackband.
Again.
Adidas Trackband Kalishnikov Super.
What's up?
This is a message for you, you silly Samuel. The first thing you said when you joined the call, I immediately had to censor. Wow.
You had to knock on everyone's doors to say that you're registered. When you got to mine, we just made eye contact. And you shut the door.
Shoulder. It was pretty sarcastic.
Guys, I'm proud to announce that 2 days remain until Pride Month is open.
Of course, you're
The Plaguebringer pistons, Plaguebringer visor, the galvanizing glaive, Gatling laser, Gauss rifle, pulse turret remote, and the exalted oath blade. Ashes of calamity, infected armor plating, broken hero sword, and the forbidden oath. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Oh, no, I remember I wanted to make this thing. The forbidden oath blade, broken hero sword, ashes of calamity, and 8 of those. Wait, I think I can make that. Demonic bone ash. Wait, yeah, ashes of calamity. So this.
You mind if I ask you something?
Broken hero sword, forbidden oath blade. Where is my forbidden oath blade? Forbidden oath blade. So then, yeah, I got that, and then I go to a thing. I can make the exalted oath blade, which after that turns into the devil's devastation, which I need the devastation, the exalted oath blade, cosmolite bars, nightmare fuel. Which doesn't that come from the Frostmoon?
It's the pumpkin moon that gives you nightmares.
Oh, it's the endothermic energy that's from the.
That's like a post-devour of God.
Ruthless Arc of the Ancients, Poundage Hammer. I'm gonna reforge my Terra Blade. Pointy,
Hear this.
large, massive, deadly. Look, I like when it's massive, but shut up. Keen,
Listen,
high
Landon,
core,
it's not about how
gorilla,
big it is, it's about how it's used.
That's just propaganda.
mighty,
Shut the hell up,
lethal.
Jade. You wouldn't know anything about huge in your
Bro,
life.
a lethal I-Core Spear, plus
What?
5 speed, plus 2% critical strike chance, 5 velocity, and 5 strike damage.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get it. If you gone, not like really anyone really cared. If you, I'm telling you, if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have noticed until like maybe 5 months.
She probably would have, like, said something either in the server, like, if I didn't get rid of her, she probably would have been like, oh, well, you know, why aren't you, you know, letting me talk in this, why aren't you, I got rid of all of her roles the other day, and I left, I got rid of her member role, then I got rid of everything else, and I left her in. I wanted to see if she would say anything about it, but no, nothing.
I don't know about you, but I'm not checking my rules 24/7.
I did not know what a roll is.
And that's the thing is, when, like I said, when I was with Piper on the day of that like parade thing, and he was like, he's like, isn't that your you know, the girl you're talking to in the car with, you know, the other guy? And I was like, yeah. Like Damien and like 5 other people came up to me that day. They're like, dude, your girl was in a car with another man. Like, she wasn't my girl, quote unquote, but they knew I was talking to her. Even Liv, who was a friend of Jordan's, brown and blonde hair, she was sitting there and she was like, hey, that girl that you were talking to the other day, she's in her car with some black guy driving around. I'm like, yep, I know.
Bro was getting just ultimate fuckery.
She purchased that one.
Like, even if it was just some random... Even if it was some random guy, it would still kind of be a problem in my eyes. But the fact that it was... what's his face?